Hey guys, just a quick and dirty video what I do if I get a new rope and how I mark the middle. So this is my new static line, 11mm by tendon. At first I try to remove all the packaging and so on without a knife or without scissors to make sure not to damage the rope, or if I need to, I'm super careful and don't do this in a hurry. Yeah, I got this from Aeon's Outdoor. It's a nice distributor, and ropes usually are packed different. Some ropes you can just pull on one end and it moves out of the packaging without any tangles. With this tendon, yeah, it's best if you unroll it like that, so you have no tangles. So now here comes the next part. Some ropes you can just place on the ground. With this style it doesn't really work. Best is if you unroll it like that. Yeah, 60 meters, so it's indeed some work, but it will unroll without any tangles in best case. All right, so a loop got small. Yeah, I got 4 new ropes from tendon, and with the first 2 I just placed them on the ground and pulled, and I got a really messy tangle thing on the ground, so this is why I now try it like that. And of course I'm not an expert on this, so probably there's a better way, and of course some tangles are fine. Now it's only a bit left, so I can do it like that. Since I'm close at the end, now all tangles can be pulled out like that, and the end is spinning. So I have this pile of rope in front of me, and here's one end. So now I have a high redirection, just a carabiner clipped to a bolt hanger I have on my ceiling. I place the rope through this, and now I take both ends. So the rope pulls from the bottom and from the top. Hold these ends together, and then I will start to pull the rope through. I do this to make a middle marking. Some ropes already come with a middle marking, and you usually don't need a middle marking on every rope. And with dark ropes like this, it's also not that easily visible. For ice climbing and so on climbing ropes, when they are super bright, a black middle marking is super easy to see, but on these ropes it isn't. But it's super practical if you are out in the field and you want to rappel or want to estimate the height of something, then the middle marking can be helpful. So yeah, I line it up and then I hold it tight, pull down, slide up, pull here, and then always slide so I have no slack. Because when this would happen, if you just place one hand over the other, you will not find the exact middle. All right, here is the exact middle. I make a big figure of 8 knot. Super ugly one, that's fine. And then I start with this and do the same. And now I see, yeah, it's a bit different. So now I line this up, and now I do it slow again. And then I have my figure of 8 knot on the top. And of course this middle marking doesn't have to be exactly the middle. It can be plus minus some centimeters, that's totally fine. So yeah, I noticed when doing the knot that I slipped a bit, and now I have 2 measurements, seeing it's a bit, yeah, not in the center. So now I have the center. Yeah. What I use for marking is the tendon rope marker. Some say you can also use adding, so it's a permanent marker, or sharpie. Yeah, that's up to you. I will not comment this. I use this tendon rope marker on this tendon rope. This should be fine. All right. So at first I bend this, so I have the middle, and then I'll make a line all around, which is like 1 hand long, relatively long. And then on the other side, also 1 hand long, and in the center like 3 fingers apart. And then on both ends of this, I will also make some space, and then again 1 line. So I have some symmetry. This is helpful when the rope is dirty or wet. You have the symmetry and a big middle marking, which is easy to spot even, yeah, with limited vision. So yeah, let's start. It will take some time. Of course, you can place it on the ground or somewhere, or on a piece of paper and paint it there. But that's up to you. For the video, I will just do it like that. It doesn't have to be in Mona Lisa. All right, first line is finished. Now the second one. All right, both thick lines are made. Now spacing of like 2 fingers, and then 1 smaller line also all around the rope. All right, that's it with the middle marking. Maybe you can see it on the camera, probably you won't because of the light. So I have some symmetry. I have, starting from one side, 2 fingers of black, 2 fingers blank, then 4 fingers black, 3 fingers, yeah, blank, 4 fingers black, 2 fingers blank, and then 2 fingers black. So this is some symmetry when it's on the ground, easy to spot even with the dirty rope. And yeah, of course with colorful ropes easier, but of course in the tactical world I want to use, yeah, more decent colors. Now I flip it around one more time to get to the loose ends. So here they are, and then I start pulling it down. Yeah, I change sides always for a little bit. Try not to melt the rope. And then separate both halves of the rope. All right, now here I have the middle. I clip the middle and then pull this all down. So I have one side of the rope on the bottom and the other side on top. And if I had some tangles, I probably just removed them by doing all this. Yeah. So here I have one end. In this case, I will not do a backpack coil. A backpack coil can be cool to carry around the rope because you can place it on your backpack. Sometimes nice for climbing, or just if you know where you go and you want to change the rope from person to person to not have it on one person all the time. But this time we'll put it in a rope bag. It's a waterproof one by Tasmanian Tiger. It has some advantages in the rescue world, also for rappelling stuff and so on. So yeah, I will use it like this. I will again place it in my high directional, and now I will make a double overhand knot as a stopper knot. Then Yeah, I usually do this on the ground, but the black background is not that tall, so yeah. Now I hold my stopper knot on the outside of the rope bag, and then I start to put the rope inside this bag. And from time to time I shake it and probably push the rope down. So, almost done. Now I can drop this on the ground to compress the rope even more. So here comes the end. Now here I do a figure of 8 knot. Backed up with a double overhand. Nicely dressed. Yeah, with enough tail. Yeah, and this is the start. So this is on the top of the rope bag. And now you see this is the end knot and the starting knot. And with this, if someone opens the bag, the person can easily check if there is an end knot in the rope and has got this figure of 8 to start doing stuff like rappelling, lowering someone, and so on. So yeah, now I place this rope starts, ends inside. Then I can open the valve down here. Then I can roll this back. All the air comes out. Now I close the valve. And this is my ready-to-go package, waterproofly packed. And if I need to do something, just open this up. I have both ends on top and I can do stuff with this 60 meter of rope. And I have the middle marking. Of course, this is not all by the book. This is just how I do it. And I'm sure there are better rope bags than this simple dry bag, especially because this is not made as a dedicated rope bag, but I use it for this and I like the feature that it's waterproof and quite robust. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped someone out there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watch by you again. Bye.